Does anyone want to play 24XX?
Yeah! I'm talking about English pancakes, which aren't really pancakes. They're not really crepes. They're not barbarian cream.
Cool. Well, once again, as we always do, we open on the space diner. We zoom in, the drone shot comes in the window, passes through the window like only cinema can do, and settles itself at the table. Eventually, it pans forward and shows all of your food items on the table before eventually zooming out and showing you guys all around the table. In this space diner, there's people that look more automaton than human, in the background, working, and there's staff moving around, and there's like a soft murmur of people talking. It's definitely a busy diner this morning. I can ask you what you ordered. I'm going to assume they're not those Mardi Gras cakes that you were describing earlier.
Cyberpunk.
Cyber cakes.
Tastes like ones and zeros. Delicious.
Who I keep forgetting. Is it Whitney who is the de facto leader of this ragtag motley crew of
That is correct.
people? Okay, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that, sir. Write it down.
Mid bite, you get your how do you receive messages? Does she have like some kind of synaptic thing? Is it all in the brain? Some kind of other? How does she receive messages?
I don't know. What's our version of the internet or whatever? Do we all have like little pad thing? I don't know. She doesn't have any cyber thing for that because I have literally not purchased that for her. So for that reason,
we all have VidLinks.
Mm-hmm. Is that the same?
That's the game's default thing.
Perfect.
They just call it a VidLink, whatever that is. That's the extent of it.
Perfect. That's how.
Basically, I always assume it's a cell phone that just,
it says smartphone.
It's like the ones from the Expanse, right? Everybody's watched that show. Those kind of thin, plasticky, light-uppy things.
Mm-hmm.
Say that again. From what?
The Expanse.
The hand term.
I watched it. I swear. I don't
Google it.
There's been a lot of tope since now and then. So
like a day.
Yeah, Grace has got it. There she goes.
So like a smartphone.
Pretty much, yeah, like a smartphone.
Like you're just holding the glass of a smartphone, all the internals of a smartphone.
Just as awkward.
Yes, because that's very futuristic.
I hope those are strong because I know that the screen on mine is taking hits.
They're made of vibronium.
Mm-hmm. They're self-healing with nanobots.
Yes, exactly.
Sure, I hope so.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay, good.
It's the 27th century. Come on.
Well, you get an encrypted message from a source that, well, I guess you would recognize them, actually, from your contact with the Hollowvein.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Correct.
It reads, it is not mince words. It says, and I'm quoting, "You lost one. We sent you another. Eyes up. Nix is watching. Don't keep him waiting." And it gives you the, not so much the address, but just a locale called the Black Glass. This is a place known for its off-the-grid reputation. The black glass is supposed to imply, a dead blank screen, right? The black glass, offline.
Is it just the three of us?
Yep.
Right now, yes.
Yeah, okay. I just missed
the three of us.
You can reminisce about craze. Fuck, I don't
Crazy
remember.
craze. Crazy raise.
Raise. My bad.
You cannot raise him from the dead, sadly.
No.
Not yet. You did get his
I've got
stack,
him on
though.
storage though.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have a stack, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So-
weird.
Rich.
Yeah, that's right. You do have it. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, and we got some credits too,
Yes.
but I don't know if they're for that necessarily, right?
Excuse me.
Yeah, we don't need to waste our money.
Oh, I see. It's just like a chunk of glass, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's so cool, so future-y.
Mm-hmm.
The future, the palm of your hand.
I'm sorry. I know we've barely started, but I don't want fucking transparent screens. I don't want to see. It's not.
What you mean?
What
You
can you
think
say,
it would
right?
be difficult to actually see what's on the screen? No.
There's no guaranteed contrast in anything. You're like, oh, this is fucking
Right.
great. What?
Dude, what are you doing?
Only a
Trying to see
futuristic.
my
I'm
phone.
sorry. I apologize. If you think this is cool, awesome. But it's a technological dead end. You would not be
Yeah.
able to properly read the screens. Anyway, this is the message you get. Shit, I just wanted to call you Beverly. Whitney.
I want to call you.
Yeah, get it right.
No, it's a different character. Different game. Oh, I need to change this name. Do you action upon it? You don't have to.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'll share the address and information with my colleagues. Obviously, we've got our next target. I don't know exactly who him would be though. Do I?
Does it have a name of who we're meeting up with?
No.
Okay.
No. So assuming you guys, I don't want to railroad you. If there's something you want to actually explore or do, let me know, or I'll just move forward.
Nope.
Forever hold your peace. Okay. It's another dreary day in the necropolis. It's misting, acid rain. The index is pretty low today, but it's still going to be unpleasant as you shuffle out of your guys' Liftuber, probably a block or so away from the black glass. Everything seems, for what it's worth, on the up and up. There just seem like normal people milling about. Outside the black glass, nothing seems out of the ordinary at first glance. How do you guys proceed?
Slowly.
Agreed. With caution.
You creep your way closer to the black glass. Go on.
Is this we're in a dangerous area, but is it a
the
hostile
city.
area? Yeah, we are still in the city and don't have to worry about somebody jumping us like right away. But chances of us getting mugged is there.
Yes, crime isn't. This isn't
wanna
a
make
great
sure
place, part of town. No, to add, I think the answer goes in yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that we're not in a we should have our guns out type.
No,
location.
not quite that aggressive.
It's not hostile, or overtly hostile. So, I'm being very cautious, looking around, keeping an eye out for pickpocket and muggers. Like somebody kind of paying a little more attention than they should to us.
Me too.
Yeah, probably the only
Doing the
person
bodyguard
really
thing.
giving you guys a lot of thought right now is you, as I said, creep your way towards, slowly meander your way, saunter your way towards the black glass. The bouncer outside is effectively staring you guys down, watching you pass by or stop in. Because you guys are probably the most conspicuous people walking down the street.
Yeah.
Fair.
Despite your any efforts otherwise. It's, it's fairly early. I want to say it's like 11:30 in the morning. The Black Glass isn't exactly a hot spot to begin with, and at 11:30 in the morning, even less so. But if you guys do make your way in, the bouncer is not going to stop you. He'll ID you for what it's worth. And usher you guys in. As you arrive, you notice that the bar is nearly empty, save for some augmented lowlifes and a bartender who looks like he's more maybe augment than human. You would see a mysterious-looking figure sitting, belly up to the bar. And I will now ask Brian to introduce Bishop Krowe.
Sure.
To what do they see there, bellied up to the bar?
I will put it in Discord, but if you come up, you see a rather tall, gaunt-looking man. Looks like he's a living anachronism. He's dressed in this like black funeral coat, and if you do look at him, you see that it's singed a little bit. He has his hands steepled at the bar, not really paying attention to anybody or anything, so it seems. You can see he has a red carnation that's half burned on his lapel. He's got like a high collared mortician shirt on. Hair slicked back with streaks of silver. And it's, I don't know how close you approach. You really don't need to do it. You could just see on the tips of his fingers, there's this little bit of a flame skull, kind of just above his fingertips, glowing. And you can see he's like looking into this fiery skull. And if you're paying, probably you are looking at it because it's very unusual. You see that he's trying to make the skull grin. A little fiery mouth and little wisps of flame that come out. That's what Bishop Krowe is doing.
Like a parlor trick, like someone who would make
smoke
exactly,
rings, absolutely,
100%. So to speak.
Yes, yeah, like if this ability was available in Victorian times, this would be definitely a Victorian parlor trick.
Okay, perfect.
And he's like. Before, I don't know what the marching order is. I don't know who's first, or if you just like kind of crowd him, or somebody's coming up, sidling up to him, or like this. He would just be like, "Hello, darlings."
Well, I will say whether if you guys approach or fully enter the bar and approach Bishop. I lost my train of thought for us there. You guys can absolutely enter.
I would think Whitney would be leading towards him.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. So the message that we got was pretty cryptic overall. But once we see him, it would probably
the only person in the bar really that looks like could be your contact is Bishop. That's what I was trying to tell. Yeah, there's a couple of lowlifes in the corner that look like they're half in the bag to begin with. The only person that the Hollow Vein would likely be introducing you to or trying to introduce you to is the person bellied up to the bar. Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
I hear
absolutely.
You.
Okay, because it keeps saying you're muted, unable to mute speak. I don't know what that means.
Ignore it. It was slapped together. Just ignore it. I don't know what it means.
I don't know if I hit a button or something. Who knows?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I don't really think about electricity.
Lightning.
But that's what you
lightning makes.
Yes, dude, that's what you guys see. Bishop playing with fire at the bar.
All right. Well, then, yes, it would probably be pretty clear at this point that he's our guy. So, yeah, I would walk up and being professional and friendly, offer my hand to shake, and I'm given to understand we have a common friend.
And he'll the politrick, he'll stop and kind of puff out a little theatrically. And if you approach him and to shake his hand, you kind of get this odor of like old leather and burnt clove. And he will turn around and be kind of not a little formal, and he'll shake your hand. He's like, "Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. I believe we have a common matchmaker. I'm so excited to work with all of you."
Lovely. I am Dr. Whitney Caldara, and you?
Ooh. I just call me Krowe.
Krowe. Well, these are my colleagues.
Oh, look at all these! Look at all the muscle here. Mm-hmm. I feel safe already.
I'll be like, I'm Ash.
Yeah. I love your name.
Nice trick.
Oh, you would, so Ash. I get it.
Oh yeah, he lights up. He's like, oh, and he's like, his little kind of not stuffy, but proper veneer burns off. Ha ha. When you say Ash, I would love your name. So good. I wanted to be Ash, but I couldn't pull that off. You can.
Are you here empty-handed, Bishop?
Oh no, he will. Oh, I guess he doesn't speak.
Like he has gifts or something.
Yes. Oh, by the way, I have hard candy for everybody.
Kind of. I mean,
yeah, I do.
Depending on your perspective, he absolutely has.
Oh, I do. Yes. He's like, oh, forgive me. I don't know if you want to know anything about him, but as he pulls out this data slab, and he's like, oh, well, I've been gifted this. It contains I have my notes here. Hang on, please. It's a data slab of he'll look around conspiratorially and go, mixed assets I've been tracking. And a little bit about me, a little bit of history. I don't know, does anybody want to drink or sit down and listen to this? It's quite compelling. I don't know about Grunty over here.
Jen.
So we'll say la 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 la. Let me pull that up. He will say, oh well, I was once a mortician for the Nix Consortium's bioreclamation division. Nasty bit of business, but I did love my work. I was responsible for, when you look around, disposing of failed experiments, whistleblowers, and unregistered psionics. Very intriguing. My job was to erase problems and, ensuring that nothing remained. But it changed one night. I started to ask questions. And, the Nix Consortium, one does not ask questions. And they sent a cleanup team to try to silence me, but I survived, and the crematorium burned, and that's why I'm here. I am motivated not by science or anything anymore, but by revenge. And I just so do love taking my revenge and taunting the Nix Consortium. So I have this data slab of assets that I wish to burn, and the people involved to burn them. I do like to see people
burn them.
Yes, literally burn them, not burn them and take away their monies or their bank accounts, but their flesh. So,
can we take their money and bank account?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you want to liquidate their accounts, I will just take care of the rest.
All right, so you're not opposed to that. You're not out for that.
No, money means nothing to me. It's a pleasure in my work, young man.
I can get behind that.
So I have this slab. I don't know if we're going to exchange data or he just keeps it. I don't know what the deal is. The hollow vein was not really specific.
Oh, she'll just reach out to take it.
Oh, yes. Technology is not my bag.
Thank you. She'll pass it to Ash.
Is there anybody in the bar looking at us funny or anything?
It's funny you ask. Moments like serendipity, moments after the exchange, I suppose the handoff of the data slab, you all would hear the bar doors slide open, and walking through, you would see. Let me get the yes here. Yes. You would recognize a Nyx retrieval unit, an automaton, a very sleek, fine piece of equipment that is all curves and very deadly. Flanked by two augmented corporate agents, two more kind of enforcer bots of sorts. And they are not looking at the party. They're looking directly at Bishop Krowe.
Oh, my fan club has arrived.
Bishop Krowe. Property retrieval in progress. Remain still or lethal force will be applied.
I was hoping they'd say that. That gets me a little worked up.
Would I know that I could move away from Bishop and around and not be in...
Yeah, they don't seem to like you would instantly pick up. They are paying no attention to the miscreants in the corner or you guys at the bar. Their entire focus is on one Bishop Krowe.
I moved to move around to the side of them.
Okay.
And get a better position to be able to start something if things go down.
I'm gonna urge Whitney off to the side and then take a seat sitting in front of Krowe at the bar.
I'll move.
And gesture to order a drink.
Okay. Although the more autonomous than human bartender seems a little disheveled, he does take your order, whatever it may be. And begin to mix a drink. So, in the background, theatrically, cinematically, there's a bartender, shaking something maybe.
I totally ordered a fruity drink too.
Completely cutting the silence, like just like a knife. The tension in the rectangle.
Something complex that should take like a good, 20 seconds to finish.
Oh, love it. I've had one of those. They're delicious. Nobody does it like this.
Got giant, skewers of fruit all over it. Half a melon on top. Where he's pouring just more rum inside of a watermelon, hollowed out watermelon. Going on in the background. Excuse me. Yeah, you're absolutely, Ash, able to go to the corner. And you're able to order your drink. Sits. What?
I'm sitting in. Oh, me? Wait.
You ordered a drink, right?
Yeah, but I'm also sitting in front of Krowe, between Krowe and the robots. At the bar.
Are you?
Yeah. Like I specifically slowly sat down there and ordered a drink.
They begin to adjust so that they can better focus without you in the way. They shift their position a bit into the more dining or tabled area so they can get a better vantage point to Krowe.
Under my breath, I'd like to just not look at Krowe, but just under my breath say, "You have any way to deal with this?"
Oh yes. Raise the temperature. Just say when.
You need to calm down, sir.
Raise the temperature.
Yes,
You can't burn this place down with us in here.
Oh no, of course.
Well, maybe.
Well,
I'm really hoping you have like a small grenade or something, but.
Yeah. No. Oh yes. I do, because it's not on my character sheet, but I took the project Icarus, and then I have 2 credits. I can't find. I put it on a Google Doc and I can't find it. So besides his mortuary tools and equipment, I figured he would love to purchase grenades. And he has, I know, because he has I didn't put it on my character sheet, but he has a stunner because he likes to stun people before he does the deed.
He is a stunner.
Yeah, he's a stunner. And I bought 4 flashbang grenades. So thank you.
Unless you stick it in their mouth, those aren't going to do anything.
Well, no, I could throw it and like say, "Watch this," and then.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it might help.
You know. So if you say I have any grenades, that's what I do.
Okay.
Flash.
Michael.
Yes, sir.
What do we know of these? There's 2 types of robots, right? One is RoboCop and then his friends, smaller friends.
Mm-hmm.
Is that kind of what's going on here?
Yes, sir.
What do we know about their offensive and defensive capabilities, weaknesses? Are we fucked and we're just fucking around right now? Should we have just left the room? Okay, next.
We got what we need. We're out.
I think probably the most straightforward analog that we might all understand is it is a T-1000 flanked by 2 T-800s. Basically,
so that's a yes. We're
like,
but
you guys are well equipped too. I mean, this is the cybernetic universe stuff, robo stuff like that. So I wouldn't say that they, you're immediately fucked. But
is there a non-confrontation way for us to get out of this then, you guys? Because
I totally have no problem with you guys just trying to leave. No problem. I have it written down here as fight or flight. So
I don't know that just standing up and walking I mean, we can try that.
I think we can likely do it if Krowe doesn't join us.
No, we gotta take Krowe with us.
We'll just keep sacrificing Brian's characters over and over in episode like Kenny.
I don't like him.
Just didn't click.
I was intrigued by your choice of beverages, but now I believe you're just nasty.
Is there what seems to be a back door to this place?
Sure, absolutely.
Is it on the side of
kitchen
the robot
entrance
that Krowe and I are on?
Yeah.
It's more back behind the bar into the kitchen. If one does exist, it's a back area, like a staff entrance in the side. Is it? I think the front door is between you and them. I guess I'm not fully understanding what you're asking.
Oh, well, I was wondering. I thought the front door was on the other side of them, the way they came in.
Yeah, for sure.
They're between us and the front door. So I was hoping that. I'm going to take my phone out and I'm going to send a quick text to both Ash and Whitney that I'm going to say, I think Krowe and I are going to take the back entrance. You guys should go out the front.
As you pull your phone out and begin to make this text, the enforcer, the primary enforcer, begins to approach Krowe and attempt to apprehend him.
If he does that, I'm gonna before you take me away, a last request. He's gonna take. He has a bottle of like 100 proof alcohol next to him, and he's just gonna swig it and hold it. Go glug, 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 and then look at this. Grunty next to him. He's calling Doug Grunty.
Sorry.
Just look at him and go like this, the game's going to be afoot. It's going to be a party.
I give a little nod. I understand.
If you want to hightail it, because I'm pretty much surmised what you guys know I'm going to do.
Yeah, I'm going to send that text. I'm going to send that text so they get it, and hopefully they pick up on it, because then I'm going to take my drink and toss it at the other two.
And I'm going to light my little finger and spit the alcohol into the fire, into the robot's face.
And now we run together towards the back door.
Well, let's resolve some of this through rolls.
See if we just trip and fall and
I see no problem to this. This is
So-
going to be great.
cut to the
And-
next
Don't
of
melt
us
your own
being in a
faces.
jail cell.
TPK in the first half hour. I like it.
So
It's
from
happening.
Technically, it's 37, so
Yeah, I was kind of padding because I don't think we started right at 7.
we didn't.
So I'm going to use pyrokinesis.
So from the top, as they begin to try to apprehend you, after announcing that lethal force can be used, you do what, Krowe? Excuse me.
Just spit and light my finger like a match.
Okay.
And
Is that a roll of some sort
I guess
specific for you?
pyrokinesis.
Okay.
Yeah, I pyrokinesis.
Give it to me.
I'm gonna give it to you. Take it now, baby.
5 is a success.
It's about time. It's about time. All right.
It works perfectly. What are you expecting it to do? Engulf them in flame?
As much as possible. He tried to drink his, he made the chipmunk cheeks. It's full of booze. This 100 proof rot gut. Some probably synthetic. It's probably from like Blade Runner esque Decker drinks, to forget. So he spits it out, and it's probably a little different color. Maybe it's like this blue fire comes out, and whatever this robo enforcer looks like, is it trying to pass off as human? Is this the one that's trying to apprehend me? Is this the ruffian?
Yes.
In Metal? So is
In
it
my
like
head, it's a more sleek,
Okay.
a more sleek Cylon. If you
Okay,
watch Battlestar Galactica, anybody out there?
Which Battlestar Galactica?
The more recent one, female Starbuck.
Gotcha.
They showed Cylons as robots, did they? I watched the whole thing. I don't remember.
Yeah, at one point they have the Cylon robots versus the humanoid looking ones.
Okay.
They're the red.
Yeah, but they're not the
Oh,
big
yeah. I
ones
remember.
from
I
the
remember
70s. By your command.
now.
So yeah. So whatever hopefully fucks up its ocular senses. If it has anything flammable, I would hope that would ignite. And maybe the other agents kind of just react to that. Oh my god, he's so clever. No.
It definitely seems distracted or disoriented by the act as it goes to block preemptively as you spray it, kind of predicting what you're doing. It smears it across itself, and fire engulfs it as intended. It also kind of spreads all around. Little rivulets of flame go
beautiful.
Just scattering everywhere, like a bit like fireworks, as you spray this into his face. The other two lunge at your arms.
I threw a drink at them.
And you throw your drink at them. What was the next action after Krowe's?
You can't outrun fire.
I was going to grab Krowe, and we were going to run like hell towards the back door.
Oh. I'm being rescued.
I'm going to punch him a little bit in the face on the way.
Nice.
Just a
Let's
little.
go.
You punched
TTFN.
Krowe in the face?
A little bit, yeah. A little bit. He's got to calm down.
My safe word is hard
punch the sass out of him for a minute.
I want to
I pay for
put some debris, like tables and stuff, in their paths to give them
nice
a little more time to as I move to go and get Whitney out of there. Like out the front door, I want to knock some tables and stuff into, make it harder for the robots to get to them right away.
Whoops.
So Sitz, your first intention is to yank Krowe away, right? And that's what you're doing, to yank away and pull him towards the door or the back door.
Yeah, the back door. Yeah. After throwing my drink.
Is this hand-to-hand, survival, intimidation, or just a miscellaneous? How can you...
Grabbing him?
Yeah, grabbing him and fleeing with
Oh, I'm
Krowe.
willing, sweetheart. Don't worry about me. I'm putting up no
Oh,
fight.
my God. You do need to punch him, maybe.
Yeah, just like every few minutes until he gets it. I would imagine survival is such a catch-all for stuff like this. I don't think it would really.
Give me a D6 as you try to pull him away, because they're grabbing his arms. They're definitely trying to keep you from doing this for sure. He does not budge. In fact, as you yank him, your strength, you pull at him, and Krowe, you feel strain at your arms now.
Oh.
Your shoulders probably feeling it most, as it feels like you're trying to be ripped apart. As Sitz tries to pull you away.
You just had to ask me.
He's just man is being ripped apart at the racks, and he's like,
oh yeah, he knows. He's like, he just makes jokes.
just let me order the lobster first. Jeez.
Yes. Perhaps a cinema.
Okay, Ash, what are you up to as you see an unbudging Krowe?
I am trying to get some stuff in between the robots and Krowe and Sitz, so that we can get out the front door.
Oh, 2 is a disaster. Oh, look at that.
Well, I would say that they are currently.
I didn't realize the robots already had their hands on him when I was saying that. So
Yeah, no worries. I mean, things change.
I am, well, at this point, it's get the robots off of
You said
them.
that, not me.
Nice.
It's terrible. Yelling at me.
That one wasn't creepy.
Oh, not creepy. Come on. This is the 27th century.
Would I potentially know a way to, like, where I could go and, like, if I shoot this model in this spot, like in the back of the head or at this joint, it would just disable them?
Maybe.
And then Whitney could use her telekinesis. Can you, like, blast his head off?
You save us all.
I mean, everything kind of, it's cybernetics and stuff like that. Everything works at the speed of light a little bit, right? So give me a hacking to try and, for you to maybe find a weak spot. Is that what you're trying to?
I'm more trying to think, like, if I know of a spot that I can shoot them, like, have the knowledge already, kind of thing, from my, like, hacking around trying to find schematics
like
of
and
them.
lore.
Yeah.
Spout lore.
I don't know how that translates to like a D10 in this, but are you trying to lean on hacking?
I mean,
Give me a hacking.
that
Let's
was
see
what
if
I was thinking, but no, I can see from the other side where it's not really a hacking.
Give me a hacking. Give me a hacking.
I'll go.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
I'll go 6.
It's for fun. It's for fun. It's for fun.
It's for fun. It's for fun.
Yeah. Exactly. These are older models. Nix has had these out in force for some time now. They're, very typical, like, a common everyday enforcer bot used by Nix all across the necropolis and the world at large. They have like this weak spot right in, like, not quite at the back of the connection between the head and like the spine, what they would refer to as spine, but like under a jaw, that there's this one little,
where you just disconnect everything, and that's. I'll go up and pretty much put my my pistol right there and just
Nice.
pull
Just
the trigger.
unload. Give me shooting.
Oh, it was on the other side.
It was nice knowing you, Krowe or Sitz.
It
or
clicks. It clicks. Like, did you leave the safety on accident in haste?
I didn't rack the.
He didn't rack the slide.
round.
Okay. When he
Whitney,
dry
what do you
clicked,
do? Yeah.
I'm going to.
I swear to God, it's never happened.
I had been just calmly walking out to front door, escorted, all good. But with the dry click, I will turn and fling the robot with my mind into the wall as hard as I can.
I like that.
Because that feels like the right thing to do now.
Mm-hmm. We're getting fired.
Yep.
Give me telekinesis.
It's going good. It's going good. Click.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Could have been worse.
One of
I
them
won.
crumples across, and the larger one flings the flames off of itself, like the liquor slicks off of it, and the flame goes slinging around the room itself. The two ruffians that were in the corner are now making the quickest exit, clumsiest, quickest exit behind you've ever seen. As the camera pans around to the one robot, getting flung telekinetically from your mind. I guess in the cinema of it, for me, Whitney, is like you just kind of turn your head quickly and almost like whipping them with your neck, like your head, you just toss them like behind the bar, and it crushes the AI bot as well.
Nice.
But
Eggs.
you have now caught the ire of the larger, sleeker new model Enforcer bot as it swings around and grabs for, let's go with Ash's neck, because he's the one that brandished the weapon. What do you, Krowe, do?
Am I still doing the tango with?
Yeah,
Sitz?
you still like one of your arms is definitely still being held by the robots.
I'm like,
The one that just had a click, that dry click, as said.
Oh. I'm gonna say to where is Sitz? Like, are you like? How are we situated?
Sitz is right there in the shit of it with you in the
He's
in
right,
the melee.
we're doing
of
this.
it.
Well, if we might have to continue the stats in a little bit. Well, he's tall. How tall is Sitz?
5'10".
5'10". He's like 6'4", so he's a little tall. He's like, hang on, and then he's gonna craft
Hang
this.
on.
Hang on.
Go on.
Let's one
Sorry, go
moment,
on.
please.
Sorry.
I believe your Ash is in trouble, so he's going to just do a line of straight blue fire at the thing. It's grabbing at his neck, so I guess Ash is in front.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
No, he would have turned his back
I thought
on
he
you.
placed himself between him and one of the robots.
I was between Whitney and.
Oh, this is Ash. Sorry, I was thinking Sitz.
And
My bad.
the
My
robot.
bad. Go ahead.
Okay, so he's gonna do that little beam of cold fire as thin as possible. He's gonna sculpt it and craft it like a laser, and zap the bot in the head, its eyes. Have a little fire, Scarecrow.
Have a little fire, Scarecrow. How does this emanate from you? I imagine it's like a needle,
Yes,
a long
exactly. Thank you.
syringe, a spinal tap syringe
Yes.
of
Syringe-like.
flame, out, reaching out and touching. Is it from a fingertip?
Oh, from a fingertip, yeah. His long, slender fingers, almost like like the old Bela Lugosi.
Does the from the nail knuckle or whatever flip up and a little flame come out like James Bond or some shit?
No, not quite gadgetry. He's more theatrical, like Bela Lugosi. I'm a little fire scarecrow, and zaps him. Hopefully, I see no problems with this. I see no problems.
Give me a. What was it? Pyrokinesis?
Pyrokinesis.
Ah.
Oh, maybe there's a potential problem, but fire is very mercurial. Sometimes it just does what it wants to do. Do we level up?
I don't actually know how I don't remember how the experience works on this.
So much Dungeon World.
I think you have to roll good, 10. Right? To level up, basically, you
have to
roll
live.
A D10.
Gotta live, yeah, at the end of the job, yeah.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, maybe Sitzy was getting, too close, and he really couldn't do his.
Don't put me into this. Don't suggest me in being involved.
Of course you are. You're involved.
It's too late. It was already in my head. He just reinforced it. How do you react as that the flame it courses across like the bot, and it basically wraps itself around you, like you catch fire from it. This where you were trying to grab onto him, or rather where the robot was grabbing onto you.
Okay.
It's like reaching out to pull you away from him to take Krowe. And its flaming hand has reached into your chest. Let's go with that.
It's reached into my chest? That's
well,
awkward.
not in, but reached for you.
That's awkward.
I apologize.
All right.
It's trying to shove you off. How's that? Trying to push you away from him.
Ash reminded me that they do have that weakness in the neck.
Yes.
So
Perfect.
I am going to draw my weapon. I am going to swing it around and hesitate for just long enough that Krowe realizes I'm pointing it directly at his face, and then swing it around and shoot the robot in the neck from as close as I can. If I could jam it into his neck to do it, I'll do it, because that's the way Lefty would do it.
Sure, go for it.
I love it.
I believe you have shooting or pistol.
Yes, hopefully this works out. Somebody needs to.
Boom.
Okay, finally.
You effectively brain it.
Thank you.
As the projectile pierces like the neural center, and it immediately goes limp, slack, and crumples to the ground, releasing its fists, its clench from Krowe. The larger, sleeker model has it swings its gaze quickly over to you guys as you try to pull away. Ash, seeing that the sleeker model is making googly eyes, for lack of a better term, towards Krowe. How do you react?
I racked the slide on my gun. I am bright red. His entire face, down neck, is red. Like, worst sunburn you've ever seen. Red. He is furious with himself and embarrassed. Yeah, and he just plugs the. He knows that the new models don't have that same weakness, but like.
Mm-hmm.
There's a general weakness in some of the joint, and he'll aim for a basic weak spot.
Woohoo!
Oh, finally!
You level that up, don't you? Or does it explode?
No, there's no damage to explode.
That's right.
Just awesome.
That's true.
It's just awesome. You make it awesome.
Blows through. You see the bullet go in the one spot, out the other side, and his head just topples over.
I love it.
Oil, hydraulic fluid just spewing out the top.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's exactly as you say. You find, you you use your intuition, and you find the perfect spot, decapitating it effectively, and it also crumples to the floor. As the other bot that hasn't been completely destroyed, but is now getting back up, begins to try and dust itself off. I'm going to assume the collection of you spill out to the street side.
Yep, GTFO.
I would like to crush it first, though. I don't want to leave one of the bots behind, just sort of dusting itself off.
What does that look like?
I would like to crush
Whitney.
it like a soda can.
Nice.
Oh, using your telekinetics?
With my brain. Yes, that is what I'd like it to look like. I don't know what
like the submarine scenes where they implode
under pressure. Yeah,
it implodes, crumples like a can. It's metallic-y ribs all clank as you turn. Do you turn it into a specific shape, or do you just crumple it?
Oh, I'm all practicality. I just crumple it as crumply as crumpled can get, and I turned to Ash on our way out and sort of nodded him. I was impressed with what he. That was cool how you crumpled that.
Yeah.
It's barely lunch, and this is what you guys are into today. You guys make your.
Hey, wait! That bartender AI, he got smushed, right?
No.
Yeah, he was crushed by the other robot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna take my gin as we leave too. Yeah, I'll just take that.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Oh, your drink.
Poor guy.
Yeah. I think somebody got thrown into him.
Yeah.
Yeah, how'd that happen?
I don't know.
When Whitney looks over at me, Ash is gonna give her a nod as that crushing that was impressive. Trying to avoid any conversation of the fact that he dry fired and didn't. Yeah.
It will never come.
Wonderful. It's so exciting.
So yeah, you guys, as I said, you spill your way into the road, and I have no issue with fast forwarding a little bit. You guys are more than capable of escaping into the the necropolis with ease.
Once we're out and away, like not in danger of being chased right away.
Mm-hmm.
There are a couple upgrades that Ash would like to get.
Perfect. I don't have any. Like, if you guys want to take time for that right now, I have no issue with that. You're trying to.
I already know which ones I'm getting, so it could be a fast forward through it if you want. But.
I was kind of thinking through how that might work for cyber stuff, and in the back of my head, I've headcanoned, and you guys can tell me if you disagree, that maybe they just get activated once you've paid them off, and the surgery itself could have happened a while ago. So that's what I have in my head for how I now have cyber ear stuff.
So the advancement is like the final moment. That's how I always justified D&D advancing, because I hated the idea of waiting and doing downtime and stupid stuff like that.
I was kind of thinking more of because I've been playing it, the Cyberpunk Netrunner, where they go in, they just actually do the work, but you're good right then. There's no recovery time. I do like the idea that it's already there. It's just flipping a switch, turning it back on.
You got to pay for it.
The download's finished. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It installed in the middle of the fight.
Your Klarna payments finally went through.
Yeah.
I brought it up on my phone. All right, I'm gonna get this one. I'm gonna get that one. Get that one unlocked. All right, sweet. We're good to go. So I got O2 supply and a tox filter, and I upgraded my eye so that it has telescoping as well as IR.
Nice.
So
It already had IR, but it's got telescoping as well now.
telescoping is just so creepy to me. Like, does it actually telescope out, or do you just have the telescoping effect? Because I picture it telescoping out.
Well,
I kind of wonder.
I was thinking the effect, but I do like the idea that like it does just come out like.
And they call me strange.
You're right, though.
That's cool.
Where do you guys sequester yourself for the greater half of an afternoon after, now that you've acquired Bishop Krowe? Do you guys got a hideout, a place you hang out, or you just go back to the diner?
No, we probably have a hideout that nobody really knows about other than us. And the diner's the spot that like
Oh, diner,
some
how
people
quaint.
know where we could be found.
You need breakfast,
Yeah.
I love diners.
They have great crafts.
Oh, how quaint! I haven't had an eatery like this.
I'd love to hear. I know this is very ad hoc, but I'd love to hear what you guys' hideout is like. Where it is, maybe, or what it is.
I'm actually a mostly retired but not entirely retired psychiatrist who is taking very few select patients. And my offices could double that way and have, I don't know, a hidden area or something.
I feel like with Whitney being the leader, we would have a very nice, luxurious, like fancy, like area that's probably like a corner dedicated to like computer screens and monitors that I can sit there and hack and stuff on.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. So we're in a nice part of the Necropolis neighborhood then, right?
Yeah.
What would we call this neighborhood? I'm just curious. Because Krowe is opulence beyond his. He was very, humbly. Just we like Elysium Heights or something, or some cyberpunk neighborhood equivalent of like the Upper West Side or something.
Baltimore.
What about Elysium Heights? Heights for short.
Something like
the Heights.
The Heights. I like it.
Elysium Heights. Heights for short. I like that. Good idea.
Thanks. I'll take all the credit, and we'll pretend Brian didn't say it first.
Right?
Brian's just good.
So is the Heights above or below the clouds?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's got to be below, though, right? Like, we don't function above?
No, we're below.
Yeah.
Okay.
Above would be far too much of the light.
Yeah. So you're like on the 83rd floor of a 230 floor, 230 floor massive skyscraping building. Yeah, I would say that you do. You have like an adjacent room to your primary practice office. The room with the desk and the extra plushy chairs and places to lay down and walls of books and so on. I'm not sure. You can decorate it. I'll stop filling in. But just as said, yeah, there can be a side room. Space you don't really use but still rent. That is now dedicated entirely to, screens, monitoring, and other surveillance apparatus, and anything else you want, I guess. And that's where you do your guys' shopping?
Nice.
Is that what I hear?
Love it.
Yeah.
Perfect. There's discreet delivery down at the base,
Thank you, Doug.
the mail.
Mm-hmm.
So on and so forth.
That's awesome.
Frozen yogurt place.
Yeah, exactly. A froyo.
Froyo.
It's a Chick-fil-A across the street.
Space fillet.
Space fillet. Yeah.
Space fillet. Ooh. Perfect.
Nice. Nice.
So, first on your list, Bishop, is a Nick scientist that by the name of Dr. Karis Hale. And you know that she was recently taken by another faction, by the Vanta Saints. They're kind of their shtick is how can I put this? They're the guys who would go for the neuro implants first. They are all about integrating digitally this flesh and digital lifestyle, and they've taken it to the next umpteenth level. It is now it is a religious practice for them in a very literal sense now, and their bodies are grotesque because they're so augmented and they're so something between, if that makes sense.
Okay. Ooh.
But you have tracked them down, or her down, to one of these temples, they call them, that happens to be underground in an old abandoned subway station.
Oh, nice. I like that. Get my stupid thing to work. It's not working.
So that's first on your list, Bishop, and that's kind of what you would probably go over when you get to the hideout. Well, they do a little shopping. You do a little
so Dr.
data
Karis?
dumping. Yeah, Dr. Karis Hale.
Hale kidnapped by what was this organization called?
The Vanta Saints. Vanta. Vanta Saints.
Kind of a quasi-religious type.
Yep. Not quasi, full religious.
Full religion. Okay. And they want augmentation.
They are. There where the line between flesh, machine, and divinity dissolve.
Is he telling us this stuff out loud?
I would assume, yeah.
I'm just shaking my head when I hear that. Just, fuck. More nutters.
Why do these people always have to make it sound like some higher thing? They're just stop.
I give them some credit for theatrics.
It's so tiring.
It's straight up. It's a cult. It is. It's the worship of, the blood net and all that.
Mm-hmm.
My question,
yes, sir,
is Dr. Karis worked for Nyx? Is that right?
Yep.
Dr. Hale.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, is she the target? Is she a target? Because giving Krowe, he's like, oh, well, I think maybe we'll just scroll off this one. Maybe she deserves her fate. She works for Nyx. He's not really enamored with people who work at Nyx Consortium. Unless there's something compelling for him to, if we have to go get her.
So you were tracking her, right? These are
right.
People who are part of your dossier.
Tracking her to
And so you know that she was she had uncovered something. She had recently
of
defected from Nyx.
Gotcha.
And so, yeah, she would definitely be a target.
Well, not target for his ire. Okay.
Ire. So, probably not ire, but she could also be an asset regardless of ire, right?
Okay. Okay.
And that's maybe a conflict you have, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
Your desire for revenge may get in the way of the real necessity of taking someone alive.
Yeah, because as he's reading this, I guess, and telling as everybody's cyber shopping at Space Amazon, he would, say, well, I guess first, because it's probably flagged, right? Priority. This is something to do on his super cool Expanse, tech-defying smartphone.
Definitely
physics, logic. It's the 21st century, man. Come on. So he will say this as he's trying to relax in this plush atmosphere of Whitney's office. Maybe he's allowed to have a little bit of tea. And
absolutely. I'd make us tea.
Oh, love it. Like he's a fine china cup. He's drinking it daintily. And it looks like he's home, because this would fit his persona. Not that he can afford all this, but anyway, he will tell this to everybody and oh, well, I guess, he will, full of computers. He will just say, well, I guess the Hollowvein wants her for information. I really don't care if she lives or dies, but they're paying the bills, right? If we have to get her alive.
Well, she's obviously an asset of value.
Oh yes, but could I just, if it's all right, just maybe singe her a little bit?
No,
Tiny.
absolutely not.
Her hair, a little.
What you may do is keep your eye on the prize and the long view. That's what you may do. That's what you're here for, right, Mr. Krowe?
I believe so. If you want to be old business, Miss Whitney, I suppose.
You want vengeance. Vengeance is an investment that takes time. You can't just try and reap it immediately.
I do. I'm self-gratification. I'm very impulsive, but I see your point. Yes. You're calling the shots. I'll behave.
Good.
A little bit. So, here's the information. What do you want to do, kiddies? I'm excited for a little action, too.
Is anyone here familiar with this subway station?
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean No, sorry, Krowe. No, these subway stations were abandoned, decades and decades and decades ago.
Hey, we knew the meat market thing from last time.
No,
we
just like meat markets, not subways.
Yeah. I mean, you know where they are. You could know where they are, absolutely. But what's going on in there or anything like that, they are. They might as well be the tunnels under Las Vegas. For all you know, there is a city under a city.
Okay. Well, can we get blueprints or anything like that?
I don't know. Maybe there's some kind of hacking or something you guys could do.
Maybe I'm not asking you.
Maybe you're not.
Ha ha!
That is, I would start looking around for blueprints and other plans and modifications and permits and stuff that were made to expand the building and all that in the system.
I'll Google it.
He's gonna go deeper than a Google.
Yeah, I know. I'll Google it. You can do that.
Deeper than a Google. You go deeper than a Google. You get into the old records. You get some blueprinty stuff, but as for modern expansion and stuff like that, these are people that live in under the streets. These are not people that apply for permits and use construction code of any sort.
Yeah,
such
but
a
it didn't
thing
give us a
exists in the modern era.
general layout of
Yes,
the main.
absolutely. Like you can get the
portions.
original plans, like the day that they were abandoned. You would definitely have some layout like that, for sure. And you can get your way there effectively. You know, you would be able to navigate your way there. That's the word I'm looking for.
So, knowing that we're doing that now, you see him switch over to one of his sites for getting toys and gadgets and stuff.
Space Best Buy.
And he's looking for like a drone that he can use to kind of scout the passageways. Because for us to try to scan through, and get something like that, like.
Yeah, no, there's nothing stopping. You can get like a whole little swarm. You can purchase, a half dozen of these little mosquito bots, the mosquito drones, they call them, and they'll do autonomous swarming, and retrieval and stuff like that. Absolutely, you can just they come in a little box. You press the button. They Bluetooth. They say space Bluetooth connect to your space phone, and you can space control them through the space app. And sorry, I'm just happy. No, you can order something like that.
All right, so yeah, he'll pick up a swarm. Of those, and so we can use them to map tunnels and new expansions and.
Okay, well, for the sake of moving things along, we can rewind, and 2400 actually encourages it. So let's move forward. You guys find yourselves now. It's dripping, it's cold, and you're underground. You find yourselves having navigated through some pretty rough-looking tunnels. Now in a long stretch of hallway, and you see subway tile, those little subway tiles, and you move forward in the billboards, like the old billboards that once hung in these walls. They're hacked, and they're blurting out these strange images as the lights flicker, and they're giving, BloodNet is divine and stuff like that, and it kind of glitched kind of way as you make your way down the tunnel. At what point do you deploy the drones?
Ooh.
I would probably have them deployed from early on. We lost Brian.
Sure. Oh no, I thought I just heard him.
He literally said,
Don't worry,
and
we'll
then
find him
disappeared.
again. Yeah.
That means his battery just told him, I'm shutting down. And then he's like,
Right.
I thought this was plugged in. I don't know. Let's find out what happened.
Oh,
You're muted, Brian.
You muted. Click it like 300 times. It'll do it for you. I swear. I don't know why it hates you, Brian. Oh. No microphone. I know you're muted because
There we
it
go.
shows you.
There
There you
I
go.
got it. It's temperamental. I hit the giant red phone hang up thing. Like, oh, this is to mute the microphone because I wanted to eat a potato chip. A slob. And then I went away.
That was the hang up button.
Oh, this is the mute button.
It's the only button I can see because it's red, so I push it.
So I pushed. It's like, don't push this button.
We had a site at work.
Yeah,
we had a
well,
site that was a utility site. Sorry, quick sidebar. And there's just random box in the middle of the site. label on it. This is not a button. There just happened to be a box that looked like a button that people had clicked so many times and said this doesn't work, and they put a "this is not a button." I thought that was funny. Sorry, go on.
It doesn't work? What did you expect it to do? It's an unlabeled button.
It wasn't. It wasn't a button. It was
a random rectangle?
Everything was an area, and it looked like there could be a button there, like based on where things were.
I'm sorry, and the solve was to just label it as not a button. What was it there for? What was its purpose?
Absolutely nothing.
Like, oh my goodness!
It was just that because it was funny. Like, this is not a button.
Not a button.
It was just for like us. Like the developing team, so it wasn't like
like an admin tool.
Yeah, it wasn't anything anybody would see. So yeah.
So yeah, let's rewind. Let's rewind just a little bit. No, you're good. Let's rewind a little bit. You did deploy the swarm early, but so now this is what your swarm is seeing.
Okay.
As you proceed down the hallway, though, your swarm, your feed from the swarm begins to kind of glitch out, and some of them seem to be moving around in strange ways.
I would call them back.
Okay.
And see if that stops happening.
As you call them, go ahead.
I would acknowledge like the areas that the ones that were kind of glitching, where they were, and then call the whole swarm back and see what happens. And I would let the group know that this happened.
As you draw them back, you notice that Brian, you're not actually muted, just so you know.
Sorry,
but your video's turned off.
I know.
Yeah, no.
I'm having problems.
It's okay.
That was good.
all I can picture now is like that person after a Zoom call with lots of people. They hit the button and the window closes, but they didn't turn anything off, and they start doing weird stuff.
Right?
But they have no idea that they could be seen or heard.
Yep.
As you call them back, you notice that only 9 of them come back. And in fact, the final feed you get from the other 3, you get a log message that is very odd, as all it says is "Bloodnet Divine."
You know, that's actually a lot less cryptic than the error messages I see day in and day out.
That's true.
Yep.
Sure beats something went wrong.
This didn't work. Awesome.
Invalid input.
Yeah. A little more information. Something to go off of.
Bloodnet. We are clear on that. Okay.
Okay. So what can I tell if those 3 were in the same general area, or were they in different areas?
No, I guess in my head, maybe I should have asked you, but in my head, they kind of traveled as a swarm at that moment. Like they were traveling like a spherical like swarm moving down the passageway together, like taking.
I wasn't sure if they were like a flat kind of just moving around.
I mean, it can be whatever. They're your drones. That's your swarm of drones. How would you use them? I should ask.
I was trying to narrow down just if I could tell where we could look and
to look for the 3. Yeah, absolutely.
To figure out where the 3 had gone down.
100%.
So I'll let everybody know that happened and the general area. Are there like other branches that we need that we went past that should be analyzed or no?
For better or worse, it seems like there really is only one primary entrance.
Okay. So yeah, I will let them know, everybody know, and I didn't see anything, so it would have been a wireless takeover.
Mm-hmm.
Or control, so there's something is controlling and monitoring
All right.
up there.
So, at some point in all of this getting to know each other, Crow, did you happen to share your skill sets?
Oh no, nobody asked, but thank you for asking now.
Consider it asked.
Yes, well, of course. Well, I am well versed in the mortuary sciences.
Right.
Biology, dissection. I'm very capable with knives and tools and everything that goes with it. So yes. What are you looking for? And plus I worked in a bioreclamation division, so this blood net kind of rings a bell, right? It would. What?
I think she's trying to figure out why why the Holovane thought you were an asset.
Oh, she's being sassy.
I know you mentioned being a mortician, and I'm honestly really out of character, just not sure what you are. So are you a stitcher? Is that what you are then?
Am I what?
Beams.
A stitcher? I forget.
Oh yeah, like a stitcher, yeah. But with dead people. But I do have, anatomy, physiology, medical background, yeah. But
okay, I guess what she's... Are we really trying to boil this down to what archetype he picked up? Because I think it's just from some other random 24...
It's from Project Icarus. I could send you the PDF.
I don't know. I'm just trying to hear from you the equivalent of, I'm a telepath who also can throw people with my mind.
Oh, I can burn people, but I'm also a stitcher, basically. Okay. So that, yeah.
You stitch people up and set people on fire.
Yes. I'm very talented both ways.
So not only can he stitch, he can cauterize. So...
Yes, and embalm too, if you wish.
Oh yeah, there you go.
BFF. Okay.
If you want somebody's stuff, the statue in your study, I could do that.
And if you need to harvest organs for any particular reason,
harvest organs.
Very good at that as well.
Yeah. I know how to keep organs viable, or not.
If you find yourself in need to replace anybody's bodily fluids with another fluid that isn't very helpful for them to stay alive, but preserved.
I'm your guy.
He's your guy.
I'm your man.
I thought it was a little odd that one of his moves was, quote, mortuary sciences, end quote.
Well, that's like a lot of things. I wasn't
sure how he was going to use it, but I was curious, so...
Well, I think it reads with biology, physiology, anatomy... Cutting, dissecting.
Perfect.
So if we have some chemistry section questions.
Chemistry, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So maybe you can help her if she's in a bad way.
Yes, of course. Absolutely. And I can touch up your rouge too, or you know. When you dress the corpse, makeup. He's good at that too.
It's not the most subtle of makeup.
Just gonna cut you off.
No.
So,
or maybe it is. Maybe he's really good.
Ash,
very good.
As the bots come back and you collect them again, and they return to their containers or however you wish to.
Are they like fireflies in a little?
That's kind of yes. Like mosquito swarm is kind of. They all kind of hover back and go to their little charge spots. As they land in their charge spots, you notice some of them have a reddish slime to them. Like maybe there was something in the
those ones that have the reddish slime. I will not let land.
Okay, perfect. That's fine.
And I will actually crush them.
Okay. Yeah, you dispatch them easily. Let's just say that was 2 of them, leaving you with 7.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't want them infecting the case and the others. But I will note that to them, and I will actually have them before I crush them. fly over to Krowe and see if he wants to analyze the substance on them.
Oh, yes. I want to be useful. Yeah. I will. I have my black bag with
Your mortuary sciences.
my mortuary sciences intact. All the accoutrement that goes with being a mortician. He would have that capability.
I'll allow it. If you want to try and examine it, go ahead and roll mortuary sciences to take a look at and investigate whatever this substance seems to be.
I don't know. So he'll try to, and go at it. Trying to be useful and not comic relief.
My apologies.
No, I don't care. I love it. I love being different. As you can tell, right? You guys know me long enough. Oh. Ooh. Oh, success.
I don't know, Brian. I've had you play a lot
back.
of sassy characters. I'm not sure.
I like being sassy. Keeps everybody on their toes. Oh, a little bit of setback. Oh, this is highly unusual. And it's very viscousy. Just try not to get it on everything. So yeah, this is something more mutated in his mind.
You aren't quite sure what it is, but it doesn't seem to be infectious.
Okay.
However, you do notice that it seems to it has, like, as you try to examine it, it has some kind of amplification or resonance to it.
Ooh.
Like it's like the liquid itself has some kind of, I don't know if I'm using these words correctly, but like substrate or something inside of it that amplifies digital signals.
Oh. Well, so I'll relay that to everybody that it's intriguing, this composition, this blood, it can amplify the signals. So I think it's wonderfully intriguing, but a little grotesque at the same time.
So is it actually blood then?
I for all intents and purposes, yeah.
Is this what is that what makes up the fluid in the blood net?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How does this stuff keep coming out of places it's in? I would think that this stuff is self-contained. It stays in the tubes, in the
It
bottles.
seems to that's a great question. So it is in fact one of the the mysteries of the blood net, that it seems to have some kind of at least as how can I put this? It seems to self-replicate. It seems to grow, especially for those who have blended the, muddied that line between cybernetics and flesh. They exude this stuff. Like a miasma that comes out of them.
Oh, Jesus. I'm giving Ash weird looks. Just like, oh, good. No. Oh. Jesus. Fucking cyborgs.
He's agreeing.
This is a little different. Like, I want to try and maybe I'm not doing it well, but I want to portray the blood net as being something a little different. This isn't just cybernetics. This is just people who have, robotic arms and stuff like that. This is a weird amalgamation of flesh and in cybernetics and the digital.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
You have to admire it, though, in a way. The technology.
Why don't you just keep burning it there? So, just keep burning it when
Sure.
you see it.
You want me to burn it now?
Maybe that's what
Want
the
to burn
setback
it?
was.
Maybe.
You just couldn't help yourself. You're just like, what color does it
Light it up.
Burn
Yeah.
the drones when you're done
Oh,
analyzing.
somebody, he just...
I'm gonna do that whole look around to see if anybody's watching this thing.
I'm gonna make pretty fire too. It's not just gonna be blue. It's gonna be the rainbow.
All right.
And Michael said, "That's it. He's out."
Am I muted?
Oh, I thought you were. I'm sorry.
No. How do you guys proceed? Yeah, your drones got a little bit goopy as they went deeper. The last thing that you see are those, those corrupted, hacked, old digital billboards espousing various strange pro-bloodnet platitudes mixed with a weird sense of religiosity. The divinity, the bloodnet is divinity. It is the one true God. The flesh is an error. The net will cleanse you.
Yeah, I'm going to go into high alert mode and not just be on.
Just be on.
Scanning.
Okay.
Scanning.
Yeah. Same.
This
Yeah.
doesn't feel right.
I think we should move slowly, cautiously, vidlinks always on, and not separate.
Okay. You guys slowly creep your way down the tunnel. You notice that you make it to those billboards, but there's still a bit to go. And as you progress, you notice that it's like a gradient. It fades from just these billboards being very digital. You notice that, like a growth, they seem to be becoming more of a hybrid between flesh and digital and like I guess in my head it's like a bunch of roots encapsulating these digital billboards and fleshifying them in some way. I don't know. I'm leaving that up to the props guy. He's a genius. But yeah, as you things become more of a mix between the flesh and the digital as you make your way further down the tunnel, eventually finding yourself in a broad open space that once was where the trains, the metro would stop and release passengers. It is now filled with practitioners of a sort, all kind of hooked up to this collection of flesh and vein and digital workstation. I don't know what I'm trying to describe. I hope you got something weird in your head, so
Sure.
the prop guy can figure it out.
Are these people physically connected to the network, like
to some
pumping
degree?
in
Yeah.
and out? Are they using the computers or the devices, or are they like more actual equipment?
I hate to be that vague, but they, as you peer upon it, you have difficulty discerning between what is the flesh and what is some digital interface between them and this pulsating central cathedral that you see.
How many are there?
Let's go with a dozen practitioners. They don't turn. They don't seem aggressive or in any way taken by your entrance. They seem entirely preoccupied by their whatever it is they're doing.
Okay.
Are there any cameras that we can see?
What is a camera? I guess. Given this scene, I hate to say it that way, but sure, yes, there are cameras.
I mean, like, surveillance of this area by someone else, or...
It doesn't seem that way, no.
Okay.
The people hooked up, are they able to look at us? Are they like turning and looking at us, or are they just focused on what they're doing? I'm curious if they're the cameras.
Each one of their eyes acts as a camera for this greater being, right? Or they're hooked up to the blood net, effectively.
But they're not paying attention to us.
Absolutely.
At all.
You are there.
I'm gonna go up to one and kind of poke it a little bit. Poke him or her or it a little bit. Poke them.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, hey, you there? You awake? Hey, little shake.
They seem enthralled and give you no mind. And as the ritual proceeds, you notice that there is a woman towards the central area of this now cathedral of a subway station.
Oh, wow.
Repurposed subway station. And you immediately, Krowe, would recognize it as Dr. Karis Hale.
Oh.
And it seems like they're going to try and integrate her.
Oh. She's going to be, the nexus or integrator. I said, oh, there she is. There's our good little doctor.
Do we want her to be integrated?
No.
Right, we probably don't.
Oh, we don't?
No, we do
Okay.
not.
No, they want
All right,
legitimately they want her?
Yes, we want.
I'm just stubborn.
We didn't want to save her though, right? Or did we?
We have to.
We want the information she has. We want to take her.
That was it. Okay.
Maybe if we just take her. Well, no. Let's let her be integrated, and we'll just take her head.
Let her be. No.
No, then her information will be in there.
Oh, it'll be already. Yes. Oh, forgive
They
me.
can't have it.
I'm not an IT. Sorry. But yes, okay. I will. If we will save her, but do I get to burn some things, perhaps?
Burn anything that's not her.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, wait.
Wait, or us. Or the way out.
Let there be fire.
Keep a clear
Correct.
exit. Wait. I look at him and I'm like, so you can start the fire. Can
Okay.
you stop the fire?
No, unfortunately, once I give life to it.
Once it's going, it's going.
One-way
It's going,
ticket.
yes. Yeah.
All right.
I can
make
sculpt
sure
it
you
into
don't
something
block
you like.
our exits.
I can make it, theatrical. Like
I mean,
unicorns.
that doesn't
the
help
dragons.
if you can't get out.
No, I know.
I
He knows.
appreciate
He's like, yeah, no. I will, make sure there's proper egress and ways to escape. I learned my
Yeah,
lesson
and
from
no-
the last time.
And avoid us, please. No
Oh, of
friendly
course,
fire.
yeah.
And no theatrics unless you want people to associate it with you.
Oh, yes. No,
We
I
don't.
agree. No, you're right. We have to keep it on a low key. On the downloads, they used to say back in the 21st century.
On the downloads?
downloads, yeah. Of
I
course.
hope we don't have to lecture this motherfucker every single time we go onto a mission. That's going to get real old.
Nope. Just 12 more times. Oh, he's ready. Ready to go. Whatever you want to do, he'll follow.
As you guys have this discussion of sorts, you notice
Most of
that-
it happened in our eyeballs. I'm
Yeah.
just
Fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough. You notice a still Dr. Karis or Dr. Hale being ushered by some of these thralls towards the 5 pools of liquid that you aren't quite sure what are.
Oh, we have suspicions, I think, right?
Yeah, I would move to
Not good.
to prevent them from making it to the pool.
How do you do
Trying
that?
to get in between, trying to get in between them,
Okay.
and then actually, no, I'll look at Whitney and be like, "Hey, can you do that mind thing and grab the doctor and pull her towards us?"
Sure. And I'll try and do that. Basically just yank the dear doctor in our direction, away from them.
And I will make my way towards the doctor in case she doesn't make it all the way.
Yeah, I'll join him.
I'll try and catch her too.
Give me a telekinetics as you try to pull her towards you.
Be good.
Wow.
Good enough.
You're able to yank her from the clutches of the enthralled and pull her towards her body. Reacts limply. She's a rag doll as you pull her towards you guys. This obviously does not go unnoticed. My earbud is being very weird. This obviously does not go unnoticed. Mm-hmm. And the enthralled, like almost with creepily, in my head, they just kind of snap to consciousness and all kind of look towards you in unison. Like they suddenly know you're in the room, right? All at once. All eyes. These strange, veiny looking, where's the words I'm looking for? Veins of living circuits pulsating through, their flesh, as they all now look directly towards you. And the two, let's go with the two closest to you, grab at you immediately. Let's go with grabbing Sits. How do you react?
Oh, fuck no. I'm going to kick him in the chin.
Hakiba!
Give me a survival? Hand-to-hand. What am I thinking? Hand-to-hand.
That's embarrassing. No.
You...
Not as embarrassing as dry shooting somebody.
That's true. Not as embarrassing as that.
They grab you, Sits. Obviously, you feel their fingers. I have it in I had the visual in my head. I wish I had the proper words, but you feel that when they grab onto your flesh, that something is trying to get in you. You can feel it kind of crawl across your skin as they grab your flesh, and you can look down and see these tendrils from their fingertips begin to like octopus legs wrap themselves around your forearms, holding you there. But what were you trying to do initially? Because it's partial success.
I was kicking the first one in the chin, in the face.
So sure, you kick the first one in the face, it goes away. But you are now being held by the second one.
Yeah. Okay.
I would have shot the second one as it was getting to him. While he was trying to kick the other one.
Well, I thought he was like right next to at least one of them because he was like, "Hey, buddy, what's going on? Snap, snap." Or was that someone else?
He was, but I was up there with him. And I would have saw that happening.
Okay.
Been like,
I mean, it was a setback, so getting grabbed makes sense.
Yeah.
But feel free to blow his brains out.
But I am, that's what I'm going for. So
or yours.
That's great. I mean,
his.
I hope it's not me, but if
Misses.
it happens, it happens. Like if I slip and fall and
Ba-boom.
Like that right there. I feel like dry firing is not good, but is not even fit for this one. What the fuck is a 1 for this?
Bad.
I know it's a I know it's a failure, but
I have one in my head.
I feel like this is a
real
deadly
scumbag.
situation.
I have one in my head too, and I have a feeling it's going to go that way.
See who could be the worst?
I was gonna say my gun blows up and like blows my hand off.
No, because my head's right there. Don't do that.
No, my head, I'm not
Your
right
head
next to
explodes
you.
like an overripe melon. Sits.
Well, we were right next to each other, and that guy grabbed me. So you must not be more than like 3 or 4 feet away. And I totally think you should be shooting somebody at this distance.
I thought I was a little bit farther from you.
Well, maybe.
Just
As
because
long as you try to shoot him in the head.
just because I just want to ratchet it up a little bit. It's not about your gun not firing. It's not about missing and hitting sits. It's about the one you didn't see. The one that grabbed you as you aimed the gun at the back of the head and pulled you back. You can feel those tentacles begin to grab towards your eye sockets as they pull you back. And whatever internal circuitry you have, you start to I don't know, maybe it's the sixth sense when you have these kind of cybernetics in your body and you feel something attacking your hardware, your middleware, your whatever wear, your wetware.
Your underwear.
Try your underwear, your under there wear. Trying to crawl into your circuits.
Bad touch.
Are they still connected to anything? Are they still have these? Are they moving freely, or are they still connected to?
Freely is maybe a sense. They can move. They can move.
Okay, but are they still connected to the banks of these amalgam?
Yes.
These. Okay.
They're tethered.
Tethered.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Perfect. Yes.
Is there they're all separate banks, or these organic snaking tendrils go to one place? Like a hive mind is what I'm trying.
There is a colossal altar of tangled cybernetic flesh at the center of this room, where a massive neural cluster pulses like a heart, a fragment of the blood net itself.
Ooh. So we can see this like this heartbeat.
That's what you set on fire. Just my opinion.
Well, that's what he's going to do. Is run toward wherever he is. He's going to make his way towards it, and then being very aware of not tamping down his inner theatrics and his basically gallows humor, make fun of every situation. He will tamp that down and just do a surgical blast into that gelatinous thing. Like the cold fire needle thing he wanted to do, and just pierce this grotesque heart of this grotesque, but it's beautifully grotesque though in a way. I must have to say that before I do that.
A beautifully grotesque flame.
It is
goes the heart of this room.
Agree to disagree. It's very Lovecraftian, Cronenbergian.
Roll that beautiful dice.
Roll on it,
footage.
baby. Roll on it. Oh, come on, people now. Smile on your brother. Shabba!
It goes up in flame. Absolutely. It is definitely flammable. This strange acrid smell begins to fill the room, and suddenly you hear this digitized scream echo across the room, and then this.
Lovely.
Because I just want to be cinema.
Sure.
There is this holographic image coalesces in the room, and this priestess basically comes out, coalesces. Like one of those drone light shows, basically, but it's sparkling 3D holographic image.
Right. Nice.
And she's screaming in this digital. She feels pain, and you can see her focus on you guys. And her arm, and she reels back, and her arm smashes down, and where the digital smashing hit, like a cluster of these vein tentacles crop up, fly up, and begin to reach out and spin around a bit because I'm being all extra.
Yeah.
And then swallow back in.
Nice.
just kind of demoing what she can do. She now focuses on you guys. The room itself changes a bit. The fleshiness of it becomes a little more claustrophobic to all of you. Let's go with Whitney.
Can I feel her mind?
Say again?
Can I feel her mind as a separate thing?
Sure, with your telepathy?
Yeah. I don't know if it's really a good idea, what I'm thinking, but I want to try and just, like, I don't know, some variant of mind spike her to just sort of
what does
fuck with her head in some kind of way. She's just gonna, like, scream into that lady's brain as hard as she can and try and rupture it or something. Just try and distract her, because she seems to have, like, this big fisty thing going on. And if my friends can just sort of deal with the more physically here stuff. I guess she's physically here, though. I don't know. She's weird.
Oh, I didn't think she was physically here. I thought
she
she
did,
was
like, a fisty thing, and it caused things to happen here. So I don't think she's exactly physically here, but she has, like, some manifestation.
Right.
But you're not attacking her physicality at all with telepathy. So I think
I'm trying to attack her brain. That's true.
Mind bullets.
So I think that's exactly. I think that's perfectly legit.
Okay. Then my overarching goal is to just either agonize her enough or something her enough that she doesn't continue to have an impact on things here.
Absolutely.
So I scream in her brain.
Wow.
She reels back. You scream directly into her ear. For what it's worth. And not for, sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Not for what it's worth. For, what I mean to say is, like, whatever an ear actually is in this context.
Mm-hmm.
You scream into her psyche, and it clearly rattles the priestess that leads this enclave. And she reels back, and you can feel like a tremor as the flesh of this room begins to hemorrhage a bit. And you create a rupture, a path to get out of this hell momentarily. So,
and I'm also gonna, like, bridal carry the doctor, because she's all limp and stumbly. You said, right?
yes.
So yeah, I meant to catch her before, so I'm just calling that out.
Sure. So yeah, you guys. I'm not sure who is next. Let's go with. I haven't called on Bobby's character, Ash. Ash, you see this? There's an opening, an exit, and screaming and tremoring going on around you. How do you react, and what do you do to help you and your?
I see
cohorts?
Whitney has the doctor. I'm gonna move towards the exit, 'cause I'm assuming that's the direction that Whitney is also moving, and to intercept and potentially take the doctor.
Okay.
If she wants. Actually, for her, she may be better off holding on to the doctor so that myself and Sitz can
I'm
shoot.
listening. I'm just getting water.
She does mind stuff, so. Does she require her hands, or do I notice her hands needed for?
You do not. In fact, that's something I find dorky, and therefore she really only ever needs it when, in my opinion, when she's super trying something really hard. But
I can hear her. You can't hear her?
Everybody's pictures just went away too.
Oh no, I hear you fine, Doug.
You're coming in loud and clear.
Michael can hear you too.
Reconnect. I don't know.
Yeah, reconnect.
Probably have to tell him on Discord.
Okay, I think he's refreshing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, no. I don't need my hands.
Okay. So, yeah, you holding on to her is probably the better option then. As long as
I
you
can
don't
carry
look like
her.
you're struggling to hold her up.
He's just being polite. He wanted to offer. You know, he's not.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's one of those like if it's something like you can't hold that, then yeah, I'm gonna help out. But
He's a gentleman, you know.
if you can, then I can keep my hands free, and I will move in front of her though, and start moving towards the exit and moving a little bit ahead of them down the exit to kind of see what's coming ahead of us. I may even use my eyes, my IR and telescoping functions at the same time.
So how does that work? It gives you like a +1 or something? I don't remember. Is there like an equipment thing or?
It's just more my like equipment that I have access to use.
Okay.
That's what it seems like. It's
how it's meant to be used.
Yeah, like it kind of is more.
Are you back, Doug?
Not really skills there.
Yeah, I think so.
Gear is what it's under.
It's trying.
I see you just fine. I hear you just fine. So I think we're good.
Yeah.
It does say you have crappy connection though. Oh yeah. Somebody needs to stop streaming the 4K Netflix, I think.
Yeah, but I hear and see you fine so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe you can turn off the camera. It might make the experience a little easier.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it keeps locking up and then catching up to itself. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like right now, there it is. There now it catches up. Yeah. It started this way when I first opened it at 7 or 6:45, and then it started being more.
Yeah, it says your connection's crap. I don't know. The server's based in Ohio, so I don't know what to do. Anyway, I'm trying to work this into a role somehow. As you try to help everybody get out, Ash. Maybe it's just a miscellaneous. I don't know. If it was sits, I would ask for a survival roll, but you don't have survival specifically. So
I have stealth because I'm probably moving up ahead, trying not to be seen. I am looking at. It's more of the looking though that you're looking at probably. Yeah, miscellaneous.
Okay.
I would say that's a setback.
You can get there, but there's a lot of shit between X and Y. She's Whitney, you're not using your hands, of course, so I won't. This hand gesture is meaningless that I'm making right now. But what does it look like as you kind of concentrate or scream? If there's no hand gesture, is it like a squint, or is there anything?
She would actually probably, if she's really focused on this lady and trying to keep her distracted by her whole telepathy thing, she'd probably honestly shut her eyes, because I when I say she doesn't use her hands, that's a telekinesis thing, because I think the whole me is stupid. But for telepathy, I feel like focusing that hard, she'd close her eyes, and we're all making our way out, so she would probably just sort of hold onto somebody's arm as she makes her way out while carrying the lady. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to see what you were like, what it looked like as you were screaming this way, and as you guys try to make your way out. Okay.
I feel like she'd have to shut her eyes. Sorry.
No, you're good. I just with the setback, I feel very literal with this, and you're tripped up. You seem that they're like thralls seem to glorp their way between you and the wound that is your exit. Let's move to sits.
He's not
If you're
connected
there.
right now.
Oh no, I wasn't even looking at that screen. Oh no.
Oh no.
I think his internet is just not being super great to him.
Yeah, I think he had like a hiccup.
Okay, well then, Krowe, Bishop.
I have a question. So my success was really kind of a failure because when I zapped that thing, it came to life and changed
For
the
me,
dynamic.
it was more of a triggering.
Okay.
It wasn't a failure. You definitely caused you apologize for video game parlance. You advanced to phase 2.
Okay. That's what I kind of figured, but I was like, did I?
And I do apologize.
Make
It
it
probably
worse?
did come off like it wasn't. It was failing forward.
Yeah.
It was. In my head, it was just you triggering phase 2. You had now mortally wounded and woke up the priestess.
Oh, okay. All right. So at least it's wounded and not
before
full
the
of
thralls and
energy.
stuff may have been fine, taking care of whatever the fuck was going on.
Okay.
But you woke up the priestess, so to speak. You drew her out with your attack.
Well, I guess if we have a clear path now to leave, or if anybody's in distress, if Sitz is still being or anything, if not, I'll help carry the doctor out.
I want to, I do want to reward it regardless. You bring it up. Let's say that because of this, as the flames carry on, as they continue to eat away at the flesh, you can see the thralls, for lack of a better analogy, glitch. You can see their tendrils begin to look like they're cramping up and being all disjointed, and like clearly the central nerve being inflamed is causing issues. And for that reason, I think, I don't know, have a +1. I don't know how really that works in this game, but it seems amenable to that. So all of you, for an escape type thing, as you try to get through, go ahead and take a +1.
Okay. Well, does somebody need help, like to get through, or what?
If you can take the doctor, if you can carry the doctor and also let me lean on you, that would be awesome.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah. I'll do that. Some good use.
Then I'll basically hold your arms so that I can keep my eyes shut and focus
and concentrate on. Yeah. Oh, wonderful. We can do this. We can soldier through.
Yeah. Yeah. Feel free to set anything on fire that it's.
Pew 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 pew. Okay. Beautiful. Am I rolling for anything, or
I don't know if I can make mortuary sciences work.
I
think tracking, right?
Tracking.
You
because he has to hunt people down.
Get your way out. I think it works both ways.
Okay. Beautiful. That'll be a +1, so we'll see what we roll.
8,
so
perfect.
8.
You're able to time the glitches and make your way through. You guys birth yourself into the hallway.
This way.
Spilling into the billboard decorated hallway, exiting onto the old street into a subway entrance of some sort. We can fast forward a little bit. I don't know, but losing Doug midway, I don't know. But you guys are able to take the doctor back to your hideout. Thankfully, our other doctor, Dr. Whitney, has lots of plush furniture, so you're able to let her rest and take care of her. Do you guys do anything in that moment? And that consider this a job finished.
Money.
Probably rest, regroup.
Yeah.
So we won.
Yeah, this is job finished. Yeah, we got out.
Nice. You're welcome.
We didn't die.
I probably should have killed one of you, but I can't kill one a week. That's just too much churn. I can't learn that many names.
So after job, we increase the skill. Did we get paid?
Let's go with sure. Is it a D6?
Oh yeah.
We
got
okay.
5.
They're fucking rich get
5
richer.
credits.
Jesus.
What can we buy?
As she wakes, let me make sure I get my law right, because I don't want to cause idiosyncrasies. That would be terrible.
So, and Halo went up 1. Sorry.
You're fine.
And our street cred. You fought Injustice. Did we fight Injustice?
Probably, yeah. She was effectively being kidnapped and tried to be trying to be integrated into the blood net.
Alrighty.
The chapel itself is alive. The walls pulse, shifting and sealing off exits at will. I did that. Right. Here we are. Do you talk to Dr. Hale? Exactly. She coughs, wakes up.
Might start questioning her about what she knows. Because she was...
Go ahead.
We were supposed to get her for Halo to get information out of her. So yeah, we probably would at least start to try to interrogate a little bit. I would think.
I mean, it's not much of an interrogation. She gives up her knowledge freely. The main thrust of what she says effectively is the Lazarus Drive. The Lazarus Drive, it wasn't meant to resurrect people. It was meant to resurrect the world, to rewrite reality itself outside of the Bloodnet's control. Very
house like
I know, very cryptic. You don't know if it's shell shock or she's just delirious, but she says that something was born outside of the Bloodnet's control. I can't tell. I thought I heard somebody typing.
That's me.
Yes, I
Typing
make
some
sure
notes.
you got time to.
Taking some notes. So what does that repeat? The Lazarus Drive was not meant to resurrect bodies? Did I hear that right? People. Okay. But the world.
It's meant to resurrect the world.
Okay. Very
To
cool.
rewrite reality itself.
Rewrite reality. Thank you.
Doug, I think we can end early because we've exhausted this for the most, and yeah, your internet. I think it's fine.
Yeah. Thanks, Doug.
No, I don't want to proceed without Doug.
No, I'm
That's
kidding.
the whole thing.
Kidding.
I don't think
Stupid
there's end of
interwebs.
session specifically.
It was working fine.
Right?
Now,
Like your internet seems to be going up and down, like the little, whatever, the bars.
The signal
bars
bar thing.
Yeah, the signal bars. Yours seems to be in the dirt. Now it's great. Did somebody go to bed? Maybe we can.
no, I'm sure it's gonna suck in a second here. The only joy I'm getting is watching the videos of you guys.
Oh
Aw.
So let's.
no! He lost his only joy.
We can
He
fade
lost
to
his
black
only
as
joy.
as she tells you this, and then coughs up something horrid
Oh,
and unsavory into her hand. You can see it looks like that weird blood you examined on the drones. And then we'll fade to black in that moment and do stars and wishes. I know we're ending early tonight, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
that's okay.
But we'll do stars and wishes. We'll start with Doug, because he may have to leave first.
Hi.
Stars and wishes.
I don't know what the fuck it's doing.
Wish better internet.
I wish.
Yep, he crapped out. I wish.
I'm sorry. quick, like a
just-
bunny rabbit, Krowe, aka Brian.
Stars, Michael, for the setting. Really love it. I love the Cronenbergian. I love the meshing of horrific tech and the religious component very much. I like all that dark stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely. My wish
Pulsating
is...
flash and
Yeah,
stuff
I
is
loved
always
it.
goes well
Either-
with Brian, I know.
Yep. All that cookie, crazy, and quasi-religious, theological tech stuff. Yeah, love it. And my wish is hopefully Krowe can, not fit in somehow, but not quite fit in. Not be totally annoying.
I think he'll manage.
And that's it. Thank you.
Awesome. Whitney, aka Grace.
That me. I like the creepy stuff with the weird pod people and their tentacles. I always really like the body horror of Brian's games and Michael's games and Doug's games. You just don't get that as much
You
with,
don't.
I don't know, randos.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'll always love it. It was a lot of fun. Really love shoving over jerk police trying to apprehend my pals. It's fun.
Nick's Tufts.
Nick's
Mhm,
Tufts. Yeah.
hmm Yeah, and capturing a defector, that's great too.
Right.
Now she's our
Problem.
Defend your asset.
we aren't just gonna let her leave, right? She's now our
Yeah. No,
got-
she's our asset. Yeah. Like,
Right.
we're bringing her to Hollow Van.
hollow vein.
Vane.
Yeah.
Vane. That's the thing. So that's where Vane spelled out in that font looks like van to me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the font's a little weird. I had to spell with spaces to do
I
like the
didn't
vid
update-
link and be
oh.
able to read it.
I'm
Yeah.
bad. I forgot to actually update. I changed the font. I forgot to actually update the thing today before we started.
Shame on you.
I know. In fact, it's giving me a notification here that I have an update to the module.
What a
Anyway.
dinky do.
Bobby, Ash.
Star, I'm really enjoying the universe that you're building.
Awesome. Thank you.
The horror side of it that we're getting, the grittiness, I like that. The biomechanical connections I really like too. Like, at first I thought, okay, this is powered by blood and that's it. And now finding out people are connected to it by...
And maybe a little too connected to it.
And a little too connected and can be absorbed into and all that. I really like that.
Awesome. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
My star is all of you guys again every week. You are the stars ultimately. Thank you for always bringing a new sassy character to the game. You're very dependable, Brian.
At least I'm consistent.
Always fun. So I'm really glad. And thanks for working with me. I kind of told you how I was going to introduce you.
No, I was wonderful.
So I hope
I loved it.
that worked for you.
No worries.
Also,
good.
I'm glad this Seshas thing seemed to work. I wish it worked better for Doug, but otherwise, I'm glad this seemed to work out. So,
I think that this is a good one. The Seshas.
Just tell Doug to get rid of dial-up.
It's like 3 different random SaaS products that all have extremely liberal free tiers that are like 10,000 concurrent use. Like, what the fuck am I gonna have 10,000 logins like a day or something? Like, what the hell?
Right?
Okay, sure, I'll
Thank you.
Right? Yeah.
Anyway, hopefully I don't get a weird bill. But anyway, I'm glad it worked. I know $47,000, but I think we got through some meat. Even if we fast forwarded through a bit of it, but no. So thank you guys. I will give you your half hour or so back.
All right.
Night, guys.
Have a good
Thank
night.
you for hanging out.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye.